What's going on, PGA DFS fans? I am Jason Rouslin back here on the Awesemo YouTube channel, and today I am bringing you some final round Masters picks. Hopefully your Scotty Scheffler stacks and Cam Smith stacks, I should say, are up and ready to go for the final round. Hopefully you have a couple out there, as those two players have been almost must-owns at this point, but with such a tight leaderboard outside of those two golfers, there's going to be quite a lot of shifting going on in PGA DFS contests. And of course, we're going to focus on the showdown slate here, as DraftKings is offering up $200,000 to first place. I'm going to give you my top 5 picks for the final round slate. Also want to thank Prize Picks. They've got a fun contest going on over there for the final rounds, where we've got a bunch of different props to choose from. So check out Prize Picks as well. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here, of course, to get notified when our new content does come live, including this one, the showdown content. So let's jump right into my top 5 picks. And while the second pick may be a guy that I've used a couple of times, and this is going to turn into an official Cameron Champ account, let's start off with talking about Harry Higgs. This guy in majors, well, it's only his second major, and he's got a chance to come in the top 10 again, getting here into this event because he came in 4th at the PGA Championship last year. So Harry Higgs playing phenomenally. He's ranked 4th this week in strokes gained on the approach, gaining on average 1.91 strokes. He's hitting 67% of his greens, ranking 12th, and 71% of his fairways. So watch out for Harry Higgs, who has not caught a hot putter yet, ranked 45th in the tournament right now. And if he does, he could find himself back at Augusta next year with a top 12 finish. He sits in a tie for 18th to start the day. Speaking of starting the day, Cameron Champ. Man, I watched his round this morning, every shot, as he was part of our featured groups with Tony Finau, and his driver looked dynamic. Absolutely smashing the ball. He went 385 on number 2 today, and his irons looked just as good, having so many quality opportunities. Sadly, only shooting 1 under, where it could have been a 3 or 4 under round, but still moves way up the leaderboard. Started the day in the mid-30s, now ends the day in a tie for 14th. He's hitting 69% of his greens, and when you're driving the ball as good as he is, there's no surprise. 76% of his fairways, with probably the longest driving distance also in the field this week. Strokes gained tee to green is fantastic, 1.43, ranked 17th. He's also got a pretty good putter, gained about a stroke in the 3 rounds, or I should say 3/4 of a stroke in 3 rounds, for an average of 0.25. Good enough for 24th this week. So if Cameron Champ finds his way into another solid round tomorrow, where the weather is supposed to be ideal, the best conditions all week, we're going to get tomorrow. So if Cameron Champ can finally put together a really solid round, actually put one together, I should say, today. If he puts another solid round in there tomorrow, he could earn a top 10 and an invite back here next year. Okay, the third guy I want to talk about is the golfer that is putting fantastically this week, and also has his iron game working. We love that combination here at Augusta, especially when the winds are going to be down tomorrow. Temperature is going to be up. Siwoo Kim should be able to find a lot of fairways. He's hit 74% over his first 3 days, 63% of his greens in regulation. And for a guy putting as hot as he is, that's a good sign. So for Siwoo Kim, I love his price coming in at just $7,000. Should be a primary target for your final round showdown. Okay, now we're going to get up to the last 2 picks. There's a bunch of guys that are in contention. Of course, Scotty Scheffler, Cameron Smith, and the alike, Justin Thomas. So I'm going to focus on my 2 that are going to have the highest allocation in my player pool for the final round slate. It's going to be Collin Morikawa to start. Morikawa has had a really good week pretty much everywhere except for his putter. He hasn't caught a hot putter, or I should say he hasn't sustained a hot putter over the 3 rounds. But he ranks inside of the top 20 in all the other categories. Let's go over them really quick. And of course, for putting also, it woke up in round 2 a little bit. So it's not like he hasn't had it all week. Now, going on to his greens and regulation, he's hit about 67 this week, almost 80% of his fairways. He's gained over 2 strokes tee to green on average per round. Very good around the green, mildly good on the approach, and good off the tee. So what I'm looking for out of Morikawa tomorrow is, with the best conditions, Down very, very little wind. He should be able to control his irons the best he has all week. So expect those to really pop up tomorrow and give him a chance to get into the top 5 and maybe with an incredibly low round, get up to the lead. Probably not. I mean, he starts the day at +1, a full 10 strokes back. So he's going to need something very magical, but still he could earn his first top 10 here at Augusta. All right, let's close it out with Cameron Smith. The guy is playing just too good with his irons and is way too good of a putter to ignore for the final round slate. He's probably going to be the highest owned. Him or Scheffler, I would pick. If I only had one of the two in my lineup, I would go with Smith for tomorrow's slate. Let's go over his stats for the week. He's hit 65% of his greens in regulation, but when he hits them, he's hitting it so close. He's gained over 9 strokes on his approaches in just 3 rounds. This is what Cam Smith does. He goes nuclear with his irons, nuclear with his putter, combines those two to give himself a chance at the win. He'll do that again tomorrow. He's also looked good around the green as well. We know he struggles with his off the tee game. We'll watch him tomorrow go against Scheffler, who has been very good off the tee, except for the 18th hole. So that's going to do it. That is 5-1 here. Your picks for tomorrow's showdown slate. Again, $200,000 going to first. Pretty amazing. Our biggest showdown slate ever for PGA DFS. So one more time, Harry Higgs, Cameron Champ, Siwoo Kim, Collin Morikawa, and Cameron Smith, all going to be a big part of my lineups tomorrow and chasing down the big prize. If you guys have a Millionaire Maker chance for the week long, good luck. Got a small little chance myself. We'll call for the one time. We're going to need a hole in one or something like that to go down crazy tomorrow. But enjoy the good weather. Enjoy Sunday golf. We'll see if Cameron Smith can chase down Scotty Scheffler or maybe some J.M., Justin Thomas from way back, a couple of other names to take a look at for tomorrow. So until next time, everybody, we will see you back here next week for the RBC Heritage. And until then, thanks to Prize Picks. Check them out for tomorrow's props, of course. Until next time, everybody, good luck, and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers.